This is Karl Moore. I'm a professor at the Des Hotels Faculty of Management, McGill University. Today I'd like to share with you some things about how we should put our game face as an introvert and act like an extrovert at times, and as an extrovert, act like an introvert at times. Now, the academic literature on leadership suggests that virtually all leaders are extroverts. But according to the senior executives I've interviewed, this is very much an out-of-date view. I was in the Silicon Valley recently doing interviews at Google and other high-tech firms. In those firms, the percentage of senior leaders who are introverts is very considerably higher. One of the CEOs that came to my CEO Insights class at McGill for the MBAs last year talked about how he was an introvert and how as he left his floor in his building, a big company, over 20,000 employees, he'd put on his game face and act like an extrovert. So he actually had a coach earlier in his career when he was not that high up, an executive, but not the CEO, where the coach encouraged him to take a clicker and just to talk to people. Just when you got in the elevator, say good morning, how was your weekend? Things like that, just so that people would not say to themselves, he's angry at me, he's upset at me, but just recognize that people may misinterpret a senior executive who doesn't talk to them. As an extrovert, I need to put on my game face as well, which seems only fair. So my friend who's the introvert needs to act like an extrovert. At times, I need, as an extrovert, put on my game face and act like an introvert in order to be a more effective leader. So let me give you three examples of that. One is, I have learned, hopefully, though some people might argue with this, to be a better listener. Something introverts are particularly good at. So I've got to spend more time and think about, hey, let me listen instead of just talking all the time, which is easy for an extrovert to do, it seems. Secondly, I've learned to listen to people's ideas and not push them to give me ideas like that. I sometimes go down to one of my colleagues and talk to her for half an hour. At the end of it, I'll say, thanks, Dora, that was very useful. And once in a while, she'll smile and go, but Karl, I didn't say anything. And we both laughed because there's some elements of truth to that. But I need to run ideas by people. I have some dumb ideas and a few good ones, but that process of extrovert is important to me to do that. So I've learned to give people time rather than rush into things, which is my tendency. And third, sharing the spotlight. It's something, particularly as I get older and more senior, I need to learn to share the spotlight with the research associates I have, to not hog it, but to put it on them, because that's exactly the right thing to do as a leader.